So if you're joining me live, yes, we're currently on an advert break, so I don't get any live feed coming my way from the broadcasters in America. I think as it stands, Alex Palou is leading the race. And if you're wondering, yeah, Catherine Legg just retired with a problem with her car. I have no idea what happened. Oh. So if you're joining us, Alex Palou is leading the race here at Indy, but we are on an advert break. And goodness, the NBC, you're taking a long time.
All right, Ryan, let's get this out of the way. You're 6'7", 320, 330 pounds. How do I get you into a football uniform? Well, I got to be on a little bit of a diet. Last time I played football as a quarterback. See, I like that. Spent the majority of my time watching film myself, my own decision-making, my own mechanics, made me a better player. Are you ready for a little film breakdown here? I got to jump into it. All right, do a little shot footage here. Talk about your football here, what we're seeing.
I have no idea what is going on in America with all their advert breaks. It's just, what can you do, eh? But as far as I'm concerned, Alex Palou, I think, is leading the race despite my lack of race coverage due to the adverts that are going on in America. I don't know why they're having such long advert breaks. I mean, it's the Indy 500. It's not like... Oh.
Kelly Clarkson, 2 months from today, July 26th, the opening ceremony of the games for the 33rd Olympiad on NBC. There's other good news. The weather advisory has been cleared. The fans have cheered.
Just so you know, there has been, of course, a rain delay, hence why I think this race actually started a bit late today. God, honestly, boy.
Oh, sorry, young Sparky, may have taken a spill there. A great connection between Firestone, Bridgestone, and the Paralympics as well. For more on that, here's Dylan Welch. Dylan?
Fans of the NTT IndyCar series may be familiar with insight about the tires that are on these Indy cars, but
Commercial 500, I know, but it just, I want to watch some racing. I was watching a bit of racing earlier on, and now, the moment I turn on my live stream, all I'm getting is adverts and a Bridgestone promotion. Dude, why are we getting a promotion with Bridgestone? There's a race going on. I mean, there's 8 former winners in the field. This is the second fastest starting grid with an average speed of 232 miles an hour. The second fastest front row in Indy 500 history with an average speed of nearly 234 miles an hour. 20 drivers have led a grand total of 2,279 laps in Indy 500 history. A record extending 19th pole position here for Team Penske. Of course, this is also the second time they've swept the front row of the grid at Indy 500 in their history. And I'm not getting any racing action. It's supposed to be a 500-mile race. And for goodness sake, they had to delay the race because obviously the weather conditions, since of course you can't race on an oval in a way. And of course, the first ever Indy 500 took place here on May the 30th, 1911 by Ray Haroon, and he was awarded the Grand Old Water Trophy. And of course, the closest margin of victory at this historic racetrack was just 0.0443 seconds by the one and only Alonso Jr. beating Scott Goodyear for the first time in his career. Of course, he won it again in 1994 for Penske. Oh my God, please, NBC, seriously, are we... And of course, what is going on, seriously?
So things getting a little busier around the garages, more action. We're still a bit of ways from getting to the...
What do you mean? Carl Lawson is thinking twice about competing at the Indy 500? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to be honest. I swear to God, was that a replay that I was watching a moment ago? Because I'm so confused, like... I am really confused, people. I thought, what was it? I was watching racing action, but maybe then I suddenly realised it was actually a replay from another channel. That is so strange. I don't know what is happening. That is so weird, folks. I am mortifyingly confused at what is going on. I would like someone to tell me. And yeah, they're playing a replay of last year's race in 2023. That's why I got it wrong. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry about that. That's why the race should have started 2 hours ago. That's ridiculous. So at this rate, we're going to be waiting until, like, was it 3 o'clock local time in Indianapolis for the race to start? Which is going to be like 8 o'clock in our time, which... I don't even know what to do, to be honest. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm watching the replay where after 76 laps, Ward was actually leading the race. $75 victories among 51 different drivers from 22 states in America. Of course, we have to remember a lot of drivers from outside of America have won this grand race from all over the world. 75 wins from America, 7 wins for drivers from Brazil, 5 for French drivers, 4 for British drivers. Japan has won twice through Saito. Colombia won twice through Montoya. Canada won it with Jacques Villeneuve. Australia did it with Will Power. Marcus Ericsson was the first ever Swedish winner 2 years ago. 6 rookies in this year's field, of course, Kyle Lawson from Mascot starting 5th. Unbelievable effort there. And of course, we're looking through the rookie winners now. Ray Haroon, 1911. Jules Goal in 1913. Rene Thomas, 1914. Frank Lockhart in 1926. George Saunders, 27. Louis Meyer, 28. Graham Hill, 1966. I think he's got to be the first British winner. Juan Pablo Montoya, 2000. 34-year gap between rookie winners. Castro Neves, 2001. Alex Rossi, 2016, another rookie winner. I will not forgive Marcus for what he did to Pato last year. Oh, controversial, what wasn't it? And of course, Scott McLaughlin of New Zealand starts on pole alongside teammates Will Power and Joseph Newgarden. On the second row, it will be Alex Rossi, Kyle Lawson, and Santino Ferrucci. Third row, VK, O'Ward, and Rosenquist. Row 4, Takuma Sato alongside Kirkwood and Ryan Hunter-Ray, 2 former winners there. Row 6, Herta, Pello, and Calabailo. Row 6, rookie Marcus Armstrong alongside Carpenter and Simpson. Don't know who Simpson is. Row 7, Marco Andretti alongside former winner Helio Castroneves and Scott Dixon. Row 8, Canapino, Rob, and Rasmussen, another rookie. Row 9, Tom Blomqvist, a rookie, alongside Roman Grosjean and Lundqvist, another rookie. Row 10, Lundgaard, Connor Daly, and one of the Fittipaldi family members. And row 11, Catherine Legg, Marcus Ericsson, and Graham Rahal. My goodness me, Rahal and Ericsson, what a disaster. And yes, that's right, folks. That is Scott Dixon's first ever career pole around his grand track. And Scott McLaughlin, fastest average lap. What? Four lap average, I beg your pardon. My goodness me. But he's only got best finish of 14th around his grand circuit. And he's currently sitting 6th in the point standings. And his IndyCar career has seen him win 5 times with 13 podium finishes, 55 career starts. That is impressive, considering his lack of single-seater experience / open wheel racing before coming to IndyCar. Willpower won here in 2018. And of course, he finished 23rd at last year's Indy 500 in what was a disastrous race. He's currently sitting second of the points with 3 second places in the last 4 starts. My God, I'm what? Another advert. God grief, I know you like doing adverts, NBC, but, you know, I'm in Britain, so none of your adverts mean, they all mean zilch to me.
I thought you were already home. Only paying for what you need. Did you know you can save with GoodRx, even if you have insurance?
I thought my prescription was covered until it wasn't. But
Ferrucci making enemies left and right, yeah. Phew. Bloody hell, I remember Santino Ferrucci racing in Formula 2 about 5 years ago now, where apparently he started sorting his teammate, that Mighty guy from India, where apparently he made Mighty cry behind his back, and they had to kick Ferrucci out of Formula 2, and of course, Ferrucci has spent most of his career back in America. So, I hope you're doing well, John Cartier. I have no idea when they're going to start the race because, you know, what I was so confused when I opened up a live stream up a few minutes ago. I thought it was lap 67, but then I realized it was the 2023 stream, which, yeah. Oh, he caused an incident on social media. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. By the way, I've not watched much IndyCar racing for the past few years. I mean, occasionally I might watch a few highlights and clips here, so please forgive me if I make any bad misjudgments about a lot of the drivers, because, of course, yeah, I know their names, but if I'm going to be honest, I can't say that I am super familiar with what the drivers are doing right now. Oh my God, come on, man. Bloody hell. Are we going to be waiting until 8 o'clock? Oh my God, the track, the venue's still wet. Oh, come on, man. Jesus Christ, get that mop out, mate. I'm waiting for the race to start. And if you're wondering, if you're going on the NBC live stream to watch what's going on, well, all they're doing is showing you the 2023 race again. So, and yeah, I mean, I want to see what on earth happened between O'Ward and Ericsson last year, since apparently a lot of you have been going on about how controversial it was.
Let you get back around the track and get back on the tail end of that lead lap, and then still have to make your full lap back. Yeah, we're lap 88, Kevin. I would expect the leaders, including Pato O'Ward, to come in maybe around lap 100. What are you hearing? I think that's about right, and this works right into their favor. They're telling Pato, right behind Jack Harvey. This is saving you fuel. You're still leading the race as long as Harvey can maintain a relative pace. Dylan. Let's step in and grab a word with RC Anderson, who is his car has been rolled back to the garage. Are you guys done? And what was the issue? We're not really sure. We're gonna have to go back and take a look. But yeah, seemed to one and some went on the car. But this team Chevy, we've had a flawless month so far. Perez had a problem in the race. It's a bummer, but you know that's kind of just how racing goes sometimes. I think that's what we get for each snowball our luck throughout practice, not having any problems with the car. So we'll just have to come back stronger next year. We'll go diagnose the car and see what's wrong. But yeah, just real bummer to be out that early. And nothing to hang their head about for sure. The Eagle Motorsports team advanced and locked into the 500 against Zhou. 26-year-old American RC Anderson of Able Motorsports certainly punched above his weight.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, RC Anderson was competing last year, but I mean, from the entry list, from what I can see on the starting lineup, he's not there this year. I don't know whether he failed to qualify, whether he failed to enter. And Scott Dixon's 4-lap average for pole was 234.22 miles an hour. That's an all-time fastest 4-lap average. And of course, he won at Barber Motorsport Park earlier on this season, but he does lie only 6th for the championship. And he has 5 career wins with 13 podiums to his name. Fairly decent CV. And of course, for Will Power, it's his 17th Indy 500 start. And he did win the 2018 edition here. Jesus Christ, Takuma Sato going for overtakes on it. Well, he got overtaken by McLaughlin and Canard in last year's race, if you're watching the live feed on NBC. Sato lost out horribly there, I've got to say. Terribly in that dice with him between himself and Canard and McLaughlin. And Kirkwood snuck in there. My God. Oh, Stingray robbing the wall. Oh my, that's a lot of debris spreading across the track there. Right in the middle of the circuit, and everyone's having to take the apron to avoid him. That was a pretty nasty accident involving Stingray Rob last year. I don't know whether he's competing in this year's edition, since, of course, the start of this year's race has been delayed. So we all stopped watching a replay of the 2023 edition. That was a pretty bad crash there. And, of course, Kyle Lawson, NASCAR winner, NASCAR champion, is making his debut at this famous racetrack. And the fastest qualifying lap by a rookie ever in this track, 233 miles an hour. And he is going to be doing what is called double duty with with not only is he going to compete at this year's Indy 500, but he's also going to be going straight back to Charlottesville to do the Coca-Cola 600. And as for Santino Ferrucci, his 6th start here at Indy, consistently finishing in the top 10, finished 3rd at last year's Indy 500. So yeah, he's a threat for victory, shockingly enough. And he finished 7th in his first ever race back in 2019. He's not really that great a racing driver, but he does seem to have a knack of doing well here at Indy. I'll give that to Santino. And Venus VK, I mean, he's now heading for his 5th career start.
This is where experience comes in, so you can't blame Stingray Rob for wanting to just kind of hold that position at this stage of a green flag run, consecutive green flag laps. When you see a car pop out, sometimes you have to think, you know, look, not the time to force the issue, jump out of the throttle, fall back in line. You can be unhappy with how late Graham pulled out, but at the end of the day, you got to make those decisions from your side as well.
But the thing about marbles and tire dust, you cannot see it as a driver. It's an invisible, it's like black ice in cold, snowy conditions on the public roads. You cannot see how slippery things are. You just notice, you can just see those
Gotta say, the track surface at Indy was seriously breaking up horribly last year. Look at all that black top, all those marbles being flicked up. Blimey, that's a lot of marbles after that incident with Stingray Rob. And just so you're wondering, I am watching the replay and we're about 100 laps in, halfway through the race. Deary me, that is that's pretty worrying. And then, of course, as you know, since the track is being dried out for the start of today's race, there's going to be a real lack of grip. And from the track service today, I mean, there's not going to be much residual grip out there for the drivers. And having watched last year's footage, I mean, yeah, I mean, with the amount of marbles out there that came out after the accidents, I mean, the Indy organisers have got a job on their hands on drying up the track and making sure it's safe to race, because it does appear to be low temperatures can be a problem around Indy 500. Of course, the 1992 Indy 500, when Alonso Jr. won, was one of the coldest races on record. And there were some pretty bad accidents involving Mario Andretti, who injured his toes. Another accident involving his son, Jeff Andretti, who ended up breaking his legs. And I think also PK had an accident in qualifying where he broke both of his legs. So, yeah. Venus Ricciardo got shoved in a wall there by car 21. No, it wasn't. What's that? I'm looking at it. Was it one of the... Alex Palou got whacked into the barriers there by Venus VK coming out to the pits. Got to watch the replay there. VK spun, lost control of his car, and then he had nowhere to go and ended up squeezing Palou, and Palou has nowhere to go but the pit wall, and Palou ended up breaking his front wing trying to avoid VK. That is so unlucky. That is unbelievable there, folks. And oh yeah, whatever, Shell, I don't care.
Your future is bright with an American Home Shield warranty. Protect your covered appliances and home systems.
Filthy light.
Behind me. We talked about this.
guaranteed to fit every time. So you could keep your wild card alive.
Feeling like you
Why would they do
overwhelmed, anxious, and you can wait for help here. Or
the cage on it?
get it here. Ways to here. Or Redbox RX and get it here. Redbox RX, easy, affordable ways to get quality, personalized care. Private online consultation, upfront pricing, low-cost prescriptions, shipped for free. Get started today at redboxrx.com and get 50% off your first prescription. Redbox RX, the same, but really different.
And yes, it is the restart here at Indy. The 23 edition, of course. And my word, all the cars were going 3 wide, 4 wide down the straight. Bloody hell, the action for 10th place is just mental. Bloody hell, and Sato overtaking McLaughlin. And there's Ericsson and Ferrucci fighting it out for 4th place. And my goodness me, Ferrucci was having none of it. Absolutely none of it. And Rosenquist was actually leading the race past the halfway mark, just ahead of O'Ward and Callum Aylor. The youngsters of the field were going hammer and tongue. And yeah, it's a drive-through. It was a drive-through penalty for none other than Rinus VK. I know it was a mistake on his part, but yeah, he ruined Pelot's race right there and there, so...
And the defending Indy 500 winner, Marcus Ericsson, on that restart was outstanding. Incredible outside.
I'll say it, Marcus Ericsson in IndyCar has been superb, and that restart halfway through last year's race was sublime. Absolutely charging up the field the way he did. Look at that, Dixon up to 15th. Of course, I think McLaughlin just fell back at the restart, unfortunately. Marcus Ericsson around the outside. Christ, the bollocks of that bloke, seriously. Ericsson, oh my word, he made up 4 places at the restart. Crazy stuff. 23 edition, obviously. We're probably still about another hour away from about probably 8:30 or 3:30 in American time for next year's Indy 500.
If he can defend his victory of a year ago with thanks to Bob Warner, fellas, check this. There is an additional $420,000 on the line for Ericsson to be the first to go back-to-back since Elio's Aston in the early 2000s. That'll buy you some musty chocolate. Hey, Dylan, what happened with Stingray Rob? Let's talk to him. Yeah, let's chat with him. He is out of the infield care center. Stingray, what do you feel happened there?
I think I just need to pay more attention to the stereotypes in the series, pay attention to who I'm racing to, and I mean, that was just way too aggressive a move, I thought, but yeah, I guess we're in the wall and not much further to say.
Who are you talking about?
Whoever it was I was racing there. I know it was, but yeah.
Thank you, Stingray. Understandably frustrated, wanted to do well in his rookie appearance, so let's get back to it.
Look, we've seen these cars up front, first, second, third, Rosenquist, Award, Ferrucci, but guys, P4, Joseph Newgarden is all the way up to 4th place, 3rd